No man can be relevant after 3 generations. A few might be relevant after 2 generations. Most of men are forgotten within their generations. If at all, a name exists. After 3 generations, it is as good as irrelevant. But for Saleh will remain for his legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me reveal to you a story called Salegacy. Salegacy? Salegacy. The story is about a very intelligent, humble, polite, focused, down-to-earth general of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, the retired General Korib Akandwanaho, Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh is the only minister in recent times to publicly declare that he had quit his portfolio. Dictator Nation Uganda, dig deep into the life of the humble, decorated general. A Ugandan minister quitting voluntarily? How about a minister confessing to an unauthorized commission and then surrendering the money to the government? Not in Uganda. Many would say a typical Ugandan minister is either reshuffled out of the cabinet or censored. If they must resign, it is usually a result of a scandal or after getting an international job. Yet Korib Akandwanaho, aka Salim Saleh, has done the seemingly unthinkable. The former state minister for microfinance is the only minister recent years to publicly declare he had quit his portfolio, citing frustration with the bureaucracy in the system, which delayed his efforts to lift the poor out of poverty. A decorated general became a senior presidential advisor on defense. He has also devoted his life to empowering rural farmers through different agricultural projects. The young brother of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Salim Saleh was born in 1960 to Amos Kaguta and Esteri Kokundeka. As a young man, he was thin and tall, but significantly, his eyes and mentality bore the hint of a fierce warrior. Childhood ended during a school holiday at his brother's home in 1976. He says, "I was 16 years. And when I went to Tanzania, I joined other colleagues to train in Mozambique." By 1979, Saleh had already trained as a commando in Mozambique and fought in the war against Idi Amin Dada the late. Saleh was part of a core group of hardened fighters trained at Montepus like late Major General Fred Rijema, who was as daring as a devil. Others included Ivan Koreta, Chief Ali, and Eyari Pipino. When the war broke out, Saleh stayed in Tanzania as a liaison officer between the Tanzanian and FRUNASA forces, but later joined the war effort and commanded a company up to West Nile. Later, the Uganda National Liberation Army (UNLA) was created from among the various fighting forces. They assembled in Mubende, and since he had been a commander with good military and leadership skills, he was appointed army instructor, and he did that for 3 months. An opportunity for training in Munduri, Tanzania came, but he lost out because only people with O-level and higher qualifications were considered. He recalls, although he is reluctant to talk about his daring escapades, one of his courageous acts in 1980 was rescuing Museveni, the current president of Uganda, who had been arrested by government soldiers at a roadblock as he drove towards Chereka. In her book, My Journey, Janet Museveni Kataha narrates, Saleh, Rijema, and the others jumped out of the car with their weapons cocked and ready to fire. They outnumbered the soldiers manning the roadblock. Museveni and his family jumped into the car and sped off. Saleh was, in February 1981, posted to the 14th Battalion in Moroto, and so he was not among the group that attacked Kabamba. But later, he heard that the chairman of the High Command and others had gone to the bush. One morning, he was arrested and charged with murder in the civilian court in Moroto. For 4 months, he remained on remand until one day, the magistrate freed him, citing no case to answer. On return to the barracks, a new commander called Tibamureka told him he had been posted to Moyo.